let's bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name's Jonathan.
Jonathan, how old are you?
I am 35.
And what do you do?
I'm in sales and design for lighting control systems. So when you think of sporting arenas, any type of commercial space, anything like that, I'm designing the lighting and fixtures behind that.
Wow, that's exciting. What are some things you like to do for fun?
So speaking of sports, I do a lot of sporting events. I live in Georgia, outside of Atlanta area, so I do a lot of Braves games, the Hawks, Falcons, anything like that. You can catch me in any of those games. When I'm not doing that, I have some free time. I like to travel, spend quality time with my family and friends.
Okay. And now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
I need a woman who is ambitious, spontaneous, self-aware, sure of herself, just loving and caring, things of that nature. When I think about a future and a family, and can communicate effectively.
Okay. And what are some deal breakers?
Uh, Multiple kids,
Okay.
Toxic, um, anyone who is superficial, always putting on a facade for social media or anything like that. So I just need something authentic, genuine.
Okay. All right. Cool. So we have not. Oh, all right. Let's go.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. She has popped on everybody that came up there. Everybody. Red gonna be right behind her because Red likes short hair, and none of these guys in has short hair. None of
On
them.
over there.
So them two is out.
Okay,
So
your
we down to
name
the
and
last
age.
three that's
I'm
on
Janine. I'm
the that's
28.
on the end here. Blue,
Janine, why did you end
brown,
up
and
popping
black.
your balloon?
Again, for a couple of reasons. It was the hair. I just don't feel like you take care of it very well. Maybe pick it out and use a little sponge thing to add some curls. I think I add a little bit of texture. It was the jacket with the outfit and the jacket with the shoes. Kind of threw me off a little bit, but it's okay. And then the third thing is you kind of look like one of my cousins, TJ. Shout out. I don't know what it is about you because it's not that you look like him, but something about you just reminds me of him, and I can't really put my finger on it. But
Cool.
yeah.
All right, cool. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Not my standard cup of tea, but I mean, you look nice. You look nice. I do like your hair. Maybe you could have helped me with mine, but it's all good.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. I mean, she could have helped you. She does hair.
Exactly.
All right. So we've got 4 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
I guess my main question is, what are your family dynamics like with your mother and father and just family in general, and how does that play a role or affect your relationships?
Okay. We'll start there and come back. Okay. Name and age and the answer to his question.
My name is Deanna, and I'm 29. And I have a good family dynamic. I'm close with my mom and my dad. My dad lives far away in Florida, but we're still close. I have a big family. My mom has a lot of siblings. I have 2 siblings myself, so very good, very close.
Nice.
Over here, name and age and answer to his question.
My name's Kimbriana and I'm 26. Also, again, I'm very close to my family. We have a group chat. I mean, we're talking every other day. So yeah, we're really important. Yeah.
Nice.
Your name and age and the answer to his question.
Hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm 27. So the first part was explain the family dynamics. Then what was the second part?
Just how does that play a role in your relationships and building?
How does that play a role in my relationships? So to start with, I'm very close with my family. I talk with my mom and dad daily, even across platforms, sending memes on social media and stuff like that. How it plays a role in my relationships, I lean on my family for relationship advice sometimes. Definitely asking my dad and stuff like that. So maybe how it plays a role in my relationship dynamics, leaning on my family for consultation. Somebody that has a tribe and is accountable to someone like a father figure or even a mentor, that's going to be very important for me because that's something that I have for myself.
Nice.
And over here, name and age and answer to this question.
Hi, I'm Ashley and I'm 26. So to answer your question, Mom, I'm really close with my parents, my whole family. We're all very close. I view, my mom and dad's relationship, like I love their relationship. They've been married for 20 plus years. So I know what it's like to be in a happy home. And that's something that I really want to live like when I'm older and I have my own family. So they really set the standards for that. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to hand you a pick.
Okay.
There you go. Hang on to that. And I'm going to have you pop one balloon. Whenever you're ready, go ahead. All right. So why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
I liked everything he was saying. He looks well. The only thing I was just trying to hear more of what you had to say. The age gap. I'm 26. You're 35. 10 years is like push for me, but I wanted to hear you out.
Okay. Thanks.
Just trying to hear more of what you had to say. The age gap. I'm 26.
Wait.
You're 35. 10 years is like.
Did she just do it again? Wait. She can't count. She cannot count. Why is it that when she said that, oh, the guy was 36 and she was 36, she says 11 years. Now she's saying that she 26 and he 35. Oh, she's 25 and he 36. She's saying that's 10 years. That's not even the same. This is literally girl math. Literally girl math. I can't make this up. At first I thought she just misspoke the first time. But no. Cause she clearly did it again. Clearly did it again. Like that is crazy. 2 times in one
Push
show.
for me, but I wanted to hear you out.
Wow, just
And now why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Well, that was the primary reason that I
Wow.
popped
Okay.
due to the age. So just the age gap.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, understand.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Let's head on back over here. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
It was just, we do have an age gap as well. I'm 26, you're 35. But you're really nice. Like, I like everything that you said and, the questions you asked. Seems like, you have a lot going for yourself. But, I just don't see us, being compatible and things like that.
All right.
Understand that.
And what about over here? Is she someone
Um,
that's your type?
Yeah, I do find her attractive. Oh, yes, I do find her attractive. She is someone that I would talk to. But I understand that.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Okay. We've got 2 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
What is a fun / romantic date for you?
Okay. We'll start here. What is a fun / romantic date for you?
I would say I'm really social. So I like to get out and kind of be in the mix. So maybe like an art show, where we can talk with the artists and, just kind of enjoy, art in different mediums. There's a lot of things like that in Dallas. So I attend a lot of social networking events like that also combine art and stuff. So maybe going to one of those with my partner. Yeah.
Nice. Let's go down over here. All right. Let's hear from you.
A fun date would be probably like paintballing or something that I can just be active. We can be active. Romantic, I would probably say just a nice dinner.
I like that. I want to go to the art. I like her response with the art festival, art fair. But paintballing? Oh yeah, I definitely want to do that. Yeah. We should go and do that. We should go paintballing. That is a fun activity. I agree. I agree 100%.
You know, being able to talk and not having
Paintball.
our phones, something like that.
Mm,
And then, oh, sorry, while we're here,
I
any
don't
questions
know.
for him?
let's see what she had to
You
say.
said somebody that has multiple kids. How is somebody with one kid? I do have a child.
I am open to that.
I don't know. That seemed a little skeptical.
Oh, as I stated, it's multiple. One.
So what's like, well, like, you know, what? Okay,
No,
I don't know how
ahead.
to
ask it.
word the question. So yeah, what is it about? You have no kids?
I have no kids.
Okay.
And that's truly the only reason. But like I said, if you have multiple, and that's a no deal. I mean, a deal breaker. But one, I'm open to that. I mean, because I am older. We're getting
Right.
older, so if you have
And
a
you say
kid,
you're how old again?
I'm 35.
35. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're good?
Yeah, for now. Yeah.
Okay.
I think she gonna end up popping her balloon
Okay.
because she
All right,
already
any
feeling
questions over here?
suspicious about his response. She's gonna pop.
Can you
She's
answer
gonna
your
pop
question?
the balloon. I
As
think she's
far
gonna
as
pop.
both family dynamics or
Sure,
debate.
yeah.
Well, I have a strong family dynamic. Both of my parents are still together. They're actually having their 50th wedding anniversary this year. So, I've had a great example of, structure and what it is to build and grow together. So, thankful to them for that. So it just makes me, want that the same for myself. As far as a fun romantic date, I'm a spontaneous guy. So, I'm open to everything. First date, I'm more of a traditional guy. Let's, have dinner, maybe do a speakeasy lounge, something like that. If we're together, hey, we can just hop on a jet, plane. I'm saying jet or plane, but we can take a flight for the weekend, or hey, we can get in the car and drive somewhere. So like I said, I love to travel. So it's just spontaneous, and whatever you and I enjoy together, we're gonna do it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Let's head.
Did y'all hear some sirens? I know I heard some. I heard some sirens. It was really faint. I know it wasn't over here because I don't hear it no more. You know what? Don't even worry about it. It's fine.
I'm back. So
I
we
think it
are
was in
down
a
to our
background.
final two. It is
It
time to
was
pop
sirens.
a balloon. Whenever you're
'Cause it was
ready,
faint.
go ahead and pop that
Whatever,
one balloon.
whatever.
No more questions.
Do you got one, Bruin?
No, I just where do you live? I know
Oh,
she
where they
said
live.
Dallas. Where
Okay.
do you live? Oh,
So you're in Dallas. Where do you live?
I'm in New York.
New York.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And where are you?
Georgia.
Georgia. Okay. All right.
And this,
Okay. It is time to pop now.
Okay. Awesome. So I assume no one has a issue with long distance.
Guess
to
not.
start with.
They sure don't.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So let me have you stand here. Why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I like the things that he was saying and just kind of hearing them out. I kind of was popping soon for everybody. So, just giving him a fair shot.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
I mean, ultimately, ultimately it is the one kid.
Yeah.
all that.
Rightfully so.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Right.
Let's come up to the front. Come on up here with us. All right, guys. Any final question between the two of you before we determine if we have a match?
So it's really important to me that my partner is someone who is dependable. It's not afraid of commitment. I love that you said that one of your kind of models for a relationship is your parents because they've been together for so long. In your life, maybe even in work, like what are some instances like where you're dependent on or like, yeah, where you're dependent on or like have a little more responsibility? Like,
Okay. An example of that right now, in my current job, I had a few people who left or, left the company. So right now it is really on my shoulders to carry my team and lead my team. So right now, they're depending on me to lead and, rebuild the department. So at this time right now, I would say my career is where I'm doing that. But also, with my family, niece and nephew, brothers. You know, I'm the youngest of 2 siblings, and ironically, I think everyone looks to me for a lot of things. So, you know, I'm always there for them, and I have a big family, and you know, we're just a close knit family who sticks beside each other. So we're just always there for one another. That's, you know, how I was raised.
Okay.
Okay. You good?
I am good. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. No,
okay.
I mean, we didn't talk about it, but no kids either, or do you
No
have
kids.
Yeah, so
You don't have any kids?
no, I
Okay.
do not.
Okay. Well, let me ask my final question then, y'all. Is it a yes for you for him?
It's a yes for me.
And is it a yes for you for her?
That's a yes for me.
We got a match. I'll take the mic. Go ahead and get your girl. Make some noise for them, ladies. Thank you, everyone, for
All right. So we got 2 matches out the deal. And, you know, I'm cool with that. You know, I like the matches that had happened. A few things I am definitely a little not concerned about, but I do want to speak on is that the last 2 ladies, the young lady in the white and the young lady in the red, you know, initially in the first few rounds, they were just popping their balloons, you know, right out of the gate, you know, for very superficial reasons, you know, not like in outfits, not like in, you know, hairstyles, and that stuff can change. And I don't think that you should judge anybody on that because, you know, their hair is a particular way or their outfit is a particular way. I think you should really get away from that and just kind of figure out who the person is, and then make a decision on whether you should pop their balloon or not. Because when you start looking at, you know, superficial, then, you know, you end up at the end, you know, with nobody, or you go back to wherever you came from, and, you know, now you have blown up. Which, when I think that when, you know, people that come on this show do stuff like that, I really think it's all about clout, because you see that this gets millions and millions and millions of views. Even if you don't get a match here, somebody probably is going to try to DM you on Instagram because they give you an Instagram handle. So I really think that they should kind of get away from that. But before I get up out of here, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Coming June 2025, the Farewell MNG brand clothing line is coming, and it is going to drop. I put the link in the description, so make sure you go there, sign up, so you can be the first to get your Farewell MNG merch. I will catch you on the next go around. Peace.